Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to grow unlimited supply of herbs in your kitchen. We've all been there, buying herbs at your local grocery store and then throwing them away 4 days later. It's extremely hard keeping them alive without the perfect conditions. With this method we're going to remove the biggest problem, soil. Hydroponic herbs take what nutrients it needs from the water solution. That means no over and underwatering, and best of all, no fungus gnats. A lot of herbs are incredibly easy to reproduce from cuttings. It's a lot faster and easier than growing it from seed. So if you buy one plant, you can easily make 10 new from cuttings. It won't take many months before you have herbs for all your needs. The best way to get started is to buy one plant in the store or get a cutting from a friend. You can also start from seed, but it will take a long time. For the herbs to thrive, you need a grow light and a hydroponic nutrient solution. I would also recommend getting some rockwool cubes. When it comes to light, herbs can easily survive in a sunny window. But in cold climate, you definitely need a grow light in the winter months. If you want your herbs to grow on your kitchen counter, a Grow LED strip will be a good choice. Okay, so it's time to start cutting. This is a nice length. Okay, I will leave it at that. Time to remove everything except the top 4 leaves. Just cut them off. Of course, you should use these leaves for food or to dry them and use them as spice. Okay. Put them in water, or if you have some nutrient solution, then it will grow a lot faster. Okay, so the left ones are ready. The right one we will use for food. There's a couple of ways you can do this. You can put the herbs straight in the glass, just leave it there. You could put it in a rockwool cube, put in as many as you want. You can use a nut pot. This is just a plastic cup made for ketchup and sauces. And you can stabilize with using clay pebbles on the side. Remember, if you want to use a clear glass like this, it's important to use the grow light straight from above. But if you put it in a window and the sun hits from the side, you'll have some algae pretty soon. This glass is from IKEA. It's a bit tinted. I did a test and it actually helps a bit. Okay, so let's put the basil in the rockwool cubes. I like to use a chopstick and make as many holes as you want. I will make 4. let's take the basil, push it through. So this is the cube with the 4 basils in it. I will use this plastic cup because it fits straight in my IKEA glass. Just put it in the middle and use clay pebbles for stabilization and to keep out the light from above. Okay, so it's time to give it some nutrition. You could use water, but it grows a lot better if you use hydroponic nutrition. I used a tripart from TA or Terra Aquatica, earlier known as GHE. This is the pre-mixed solution. I'm using the growing stage because we don't want any flowers or fruiting. Okay, so it's very important to use enough nutrition or water to soak the rockwool cube. If the rockwool cube dries up and you don't have roots, they will quickly die. The basil will make new roots in 1 to 2 weeks. Until then, it's very important to always keep the rockwool cube soaked in water. Okay, so when you want to use the basil, the best way is to just cut off the tallest pieces. That way they will keep growing and look nice. So this is also a basil, a purple one, bigger leaves. This one I actually put the whole stem without removing any leaves. It did work, but I wouldn't recommend it. So this is just one cutting or one clone. You don't have to use a lot of stems to get a bushy plant. As you can see, the roots are pretty cramped in there. There's not a lot of room for nutrition, but it will work. It's very important to let the roots breathe. You need at least 1 inch of gap between the start of the root and the nutrient solution. This is a lemon balm. As you can see, the rockwool cubes are green from algae growth. This is because the rockwool cube was soaked for a couple of weeks when I started this from seed. So the light hits the rockwool cube and start producing algae. The solution for this is to cover the rockwool cube with clay pebbles. Roots are supposed to be white like this, but this purple basil just outgrew my kitchen space, so I had to put it in the window. And now you can see algae growth beginning to form. You can definitely still set this plant. Rinse the roots in water and remember to change the nutrient solution completely every week. That way you remove a lot of algae. So this is a peppermint. It was actually started from seed, 1 seed. Now it's getting extremely large, taking over my kitchen. But I will show you the problem with this plant. I forgot to give it nutrient solution and the roots went all black, but a lot of new white ones are coming out. This peppermint is actually starting to produce flowers. You should never let it go this far if you don't need the seeds, because it can change the taste of the plant. Time to prune this plant. Okay, plant is now a bit more manageable. I replaced the nutrient solution and cleaned the glass. So this plant is ready to go back in the kitchen. In this episode we will give away seeds from Amica F1 sweet pepper. It's a rare and very prolific plant with beautiful white pods. F1 seeds means that these seeds are a product of crossing two different peppers. F1 seeds came from the first crossed pod. When I planted this and collected seeds from its fruit, seeds are the second generation, F2. F2 can turn out different than the parent plants. I haven't grown it yet, but will also be giving away seeds from the F2 since I have a small amount of seeds for the F1. There will be 3 winners. Each winner will get seeds for F1 and F2. All you need to do is to comment on what you want to see in a future episode. I will contact winners by answering their posts, so remember to check the notifications on YouTube. So this will be the last episode from this apartment. I'm moving to a new one in a couple of weeks. I really do need a bigger grow room. The plants on the floor doesn't get enough light and I have to move them every time I want to go in. By the way, all the plants are pepper plants, and in the future I will do reviews on all the peppers I grow. Next video will be on setting up the new grow room, so remember to subscribe if you're interested. Have a nice week and see you in the next one.
You get to acting like a hot shot. Now your body bleeding from the hot shot. Oh, I ain't tryna be no up, doc. No, oh, I ain't tryna be no up, doc. My daddy left from Palestine, Houston in a coffin. Nah, he ain't dead, but mentally we probably lost him. I feel like Kendrick.